Hey guys, it's Monday, May the 4th, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a week at a glance. Today we're going to review Chapter 9, and the Chapter 9 review homework is on big ideas for you to try. But don't submit it because I give you a couple days to do it. So look at the questions, make sure you're doing your very best. We're preparing for Chapter 9 test. On Tuesday, you'll have a brand new review video to go along with, and you'll keep trying that same homework on big ideas. On Wednesday, you'll review on your own and you'll submit that homework. There's only one homework this week, and it's the Chapter 9 review. I'll make the Chapter 9 test link available on 5/6, so if you're very confident and you would like to be done with Chapter 9, go ahead and take that test. Thursday, 5/7 is the Chapter 9 test day. If you want to come to office hours first to get the help that you need, please do that. Come ask me questions before you attempt the test. Then Friday the 8th, I just left open for finishing that Chapter 9 test. Make sure you get it done by the end of Friday. Just so that the information is fresh in your mind, of course, you can take it later if you absolutely have to for whatever reason, just like if you were to miss or be absent. Here's what's on the test. There are 7 questions. Every question has formulas provided. You can use a calculator. Follow the directions. Make sure you're following the directions. A lot of the delay in putting up accurate test scores comes from the varied style of units that you all put. I really appreciate when you put units. That's great. It's very thorough and nice. But honestly, if you don't put units at all, but you get the number right, the quiz is going to grade you correctly. So here are the 7 questions. The first one is to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. Then it's the volume of that prism. Then the surface area of a triangular prism. Then the volume of that prism. Then the surface area of a pyramid. The volume of a pyramid. And then I've got a little bonus question at the end. You are required to do the question. It won't let you submit the test unless you answer the question. Find the volume of a triangular pyramid. And I'll give you extra credit based on how you do and what you do. Let's keep going. Here's today's review day number 1. It's Monday. And here's the warm-up for our review. So make sure that you're pausing the video. Oh, one more thing. This is going to sound so funny from me because now I'm a YouTuber, right? And I'm posting on YouTube like every day. So honestly, you've heard every YouTuber say this. Subscribe to the channel and then hit the bell for notifications, because that way when the video posts in the morning like it always does, it'll give you a little notification on your phone saying, hey, there's a new video to watch this morning. So that you won't have to navigate all the way to my website. It'll come up on your phone, you'll know to watch it, and that's the best, quickest way. So subscribe to the channel, don't forget the bell. Pause the video right here and try this warm-up. Describe the difference between finding the volume of a prism and the volume of a pyramid. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between the volume of a prism and the volume of a pyramid. I'm going to draw one of each. You know, it's funny, my software to write on the computer is a little bit different than the one I have at school, so I can't use the shapes. With all the straight lines, you guys are always so impressed when I draw a perfect straight line. And now I don't get to. So here's a prism and a pyramid. I'm going to redo that one. And the primary difference between finding the volume of the prism and the pyramid is that the pyramid is a third. It's 3 pyramids fit in this prism. So this one's a third, even though the formulas are very, very similar. Volume is area of the base times the height. For a pyramid, it's just 1/3 the area of the base times the height. That's the primary difference. All right, so let's do some examples. I'm going to try to do a few examples. I don't want to make my video too long, so we're just going to keep going and try a couple. I recommend that you try these with us. Don't just watch me do them. Pause the video, give them a shot, and then unpause and watch the review. Here we go. Find the volume of the prism. Excuse me. All right. So this prism, the first one, is a rectangular prism. All of the sides are rectangles. So it doesn't matter which one you choose as your base. I think you'll choose the one it sits on as its base, even though it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So I'm highlighting it. The first thing I'm going to do is write the formula. The volume is the area of the base times the height. The area of the base is length times width. In my highlighted version, it's 7 times 3, but honestly, it could be any combination of the two numbers. The area of the base is 21. Next, I'm going to substitute area of the base and height of the prism. And then I'm going to multiply those two numbers together. And then, of course, it is inches cubed. But if you try to write inches cubed on my Google form test, it's going to freak out. And it's okay. I'm able to go in and fix it, and it's no problem. But if you just write 168, you'll get the credit too. Let's try another one. Here's another prism. I know it's a prism because it has two parallel bases. In this case, the bases are triangles. This is a triangular prism. So here's a base, and here's a base. They are parallel. So I know you're all tempted to say that this 15 by 8 rectangle is the base, but it isn't. There isn't a parallel side to it. So this is a triangle. It has to be. Okay, so here we go. We're going to write the formula. Volume is the area of the base times the height. The shape of the base is a triangle, so I'm going to use the triangle area formula. And then if I'm looking at my yellow highlighted triangle in the front, the base is 15 and the height is 6. Now I think the hardest part about doing these questions is not following the formula. It's figuring out which is the base and which is the height. So practice. Use a highlighter. The highlighters are so helpful for me. Half of 6 is 3, and 3 times 15 is 45. Next, we're going to evaluate. Volume is the area of the base times the height of the prism. And use a calculator there, 360 cubic feet. Okay, let's do a pyramid. So I'm not going to do this one here. It says find the volume of the solid. That just means it's a three-dimensional shape. This is a pyramid right here. Find the volume of a pyramid. Let's get started. So I'm going to write the formula. Volume of a pyramid now is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Now the base here is this orange triangle. Since the shape of the base is a triangle, I have to use the area formula for a triangle. Now as I'm looking at that orange, the orange triangle there, the base is 5 and the height is 2. Now if you were to put this in a calculator, you would get 5. But just think about half of 2 is 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. Alright, now I've got the area of my base, which is the orange triangle, and I'm going to use the formula, evaluate. 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. Now this has the same thing. 1/3 of 3 is 1. 3 times 1/3 is 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. So that's 5 cubic meters. Now again, if you try to put meters cubed like this in the quiz, it's going to freak out. And that's okay, I'm always able to go back and fix it and it's no problem. But if you just put 5, the test will grade you normally. So make sure you're pausing the video here and there to practice with me. There are tons of practice problems available on my website. Use the volume PDF Ask me questions. Come to office hours tomorrow. Get the help that you need to be successful. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.